Good morning. Today is a very important day as Bitcoin might have been bottomed out for now and IX is gonna play. Before we're going to continue and discuss the price movements of Bitcoin and Ethereum, please subscribe beneath so you help me out to become a bigger channel and find a bigger audience or larger audience. So what do we see on Bitcoin? And I just woke up this morning and the overall momentum and the overall sentiment was like I was on a funeral. Everybody was shouting. I saw some replies on my tweets where people were losing big amounts of money. That is unfortunate for sure. But if you take the overall construction of the markets and you are down or in a loss right now of your or total entries on the markets, I think you should be reconsidering your strategy. If you are currently in this bull cycle and you are in a loss, probably you've taken those entries because of FOMO. And I've been going on that topic in this YouTube channel and on Twitter as well. Also, my recent post on Instagram, check it out in the description beneath, is about FOMO. The thing is that if you are in a loss on the current market environment, you should reconsider your strategy and you should reconsider your entry points, as your entry points are essential if you want to become a profitable trader. Doesn't matter where you take profits, the key part is to get a good entry. If that is the basis and you get that going, that is how you become a profitable trader. Then next, if you are already into those positions for a long time and currently we're experiencing this corrective move of the markets, you're probably just seeing your profits decreasing heavily. That is also not bad. I've been saying those markets go in cycles and they have corrections, usually March or at the end of February. We have a corrective period which is currently happening. This means that you get opportunities to increase your size or to accumulate some more. For latecomers, they have the opportunity to get into the markets. Just a beautiful vibe. And yes, we do see the rates going up. We do see F2 pool selling their positions in the markets as a miner. We do see that Tether doesn't print anymore. We have some different variables. Usually when the markets are correcting, you see all those news items hitting the spotlights. And when the market turns around, nobody discusses it anymore. So you should be aware that those news items are just there to fit your bias. If you are bearish on the markets and you feel panic and you read something about F2 pool selling their minus Bitcoin, you're probably going to increase your emotional bias to the position that you have as it fits your bias. And what you have to be doing is to become neutral to the market, in which you're not going to care about those momentum or those news items, and you are constructing those news items to add it to your market sentiment and to just see how the market is developing in general. So that's my monologue about what I should be sharing on psychology and stuff. Let's just discuss what the markets are bringing in general. As you can see, there's many squigglies on this chart, as I've been using this on and on. But what I want to discuss is, I'll just erase this entire part here, or just erase a portion of it, is that what we see is a downtrend since the peak high at 58k. So what we see here is that we've got this high, we got a bearish divergence here, I'll move it on. We do see that we broke through support, immediately reject 55k, fell through, got to support around this area at 45k, nice bounce, lower time frame, bullish divergence, rejection at the previous support at 52k, fall down again. And then the same concept applies, which we take the low, we take this recent low, take the liquidity, bounce up, immediately rejection at the 48.5k zone, as I discussed on Twitter and as you can see in this entire construction. So we do have lower highs, lower lows, there it is again. But that is the construction on lower time frame. But now we get into the critical part, is that after this rejection, what you want to see is that you want to see acceleration towards this level here. However, this recent low at 44k got tested again and we bounced up, which means that we're probably going to get buy pressure from this entire green zone here. So we might be getting into a temporary low phase in which we construct such a pattern. So I would not be surprised if we get a run towards somewhere in 54k in the coming weeks, chop around a little bit, get another drop down, and then we continue moving. So that's why I tweeted this morning about a temporary low. We could be there given that we failed to drop further below the recent low on Bitcoin. Still very fragile, but there are some arguments. So what is most likely going to happen right now? We do see this resistance zone between 46.5 to, let's say, 47.5. If we get this bounce up, we most likely get rejection. Then you want to see this higher low constructed. So you want to see this previous low around 45k become support. If that higher low becomes there or gets there, I'm assuming we're going to run further up and we're going to test this zone here. We might even get towards 56 before another drop down. Such a run would trigger a impulse wave or a retest on altcoins as well. So when we look at Ethereum, we can see that we are in a higher time frame support zone. You clearly want to buy Ethereum in this region here, as that is just the entire support zone that we have. And when we get a corrective move, usually we get something like this, another correction, and then we start crawling up again, right? Elliott waves is ABC. So when we look at the 4-hour chart on Ethereum, it looks like shit. I have to say Ethereum looks worse than Bitcoin, so you want to see more strength on this one. In that perspective, critical resistance zone, failure. If we flip $1,400, we are ready to trigger continuation, and then I'm assuming we're going towards 1,700 to 1,800. So as a conclusion, we might be getting to the low if this does not hold for Bitcoin. So if we can't hold this level that we just discussed, we can't break up and we can't hold 45k, I'm going to look at 37 to 40k. But I hope this small video gives you some insight in how I'm looking at the markets right now and how I'm going to use those. Don't forget to subscribe beneath. I'll be back tomorrow with a new live stream, and I'm also back with a new market update. So stay tuned, smile, celebrate that Ajax is gonna win, and have a beautiful day. Ciao.